My favorite thing is when TV tries to make a movie. No, not like those cutaways. Like when TV characters try to make a movie. This is Trope Bubbles.
You're all gonna be in this experiment of film, and even though I can't explain it, I already know how great it is.
Burp, Charlie, burp! There was a time period back in the, late 70s, early 80s when people started getting home video equipment left and right and making stupid movies.
Video cassette recorder. What's video cassette and why do we need to record it?
Once VHS became readily available, people ditched their silent film strips for this breathtaking state-of-the-art technology.
A portable television studio. No wonder your president has to be an actor. He's got to look good on television.
This was even explored by fictional characters somewhere around the time Reality Bites happened, but before iCarly and all that computer-based home movie mockery malarkey stuff came out.
Now, even TV characters knew the dullness of filming your boring loved ones, and some creative fictional types started producing home movies on their own shows. One can see this trope originally spring to life with the Brady Bunch as they produced their crappy home movie about the lie that is the first Thanksgiving.
On a stormy day, they first set foot on Plymouth Rock.
Now, we're not going to include episodes of shows where the characters end up in a Hollywood movie like Radioactive Man, or where they're subject to documentary.
Oh, Catherine, would you please give it a rest with that camera?
Or the kids at Bayside decide to make a video yearbook but only 6 people are in it.
Shows like Dawson's Creek and Community featured characters obsessed with film and becoming filmmakers, but somehow they managed to have professional equipment, and what we do get to see of their egotistical films doesn't really qualify as a clunky home movie trope. Also, every episode of the Adult Swim series Home Movies qualifies, so go watch those if you haven't yet. I'm not going to talk about them here.
This is just gonna be the cream of the fictional character opuses.
Brick and Axel Heck from the middle don't have much in common usually, but in a bizarre series of circumstances, they find themselves in the possession of several bunnies and kitties. Their decision to make their home movie a sexy spy thriller is a little weirdy.
What brings you to Bangkok? Business or pleasure?
Pleasure is my business. What's over here?
Who the hell would watch this?
Bunny and Kitty being best friends, together forever, the fun never ends. Solving mysteries one hug at a time. Bunny and Kitty, 2 of a kind.
This newfangled technology is so unspectacular that even a mutant baby could use it.
Incarcerated infant Felt is given a camera by their dark-socked overlord and begin to reboot a classic film series. It starts out nice and shitty enough with plenty of issues figuring out the camera.
Hey Kermit, smile!
How's that, Gonzo?
I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star. I am a big, bright, shining star.
If this is Star Wars, we gotta have stars!
But thanks to those precocious kids' unstable imaginations, their video begins to look like this.
Han Solo is here!
And so Princess Piggy and Kermit Skyhopper lived happily ever after.
Even Canadians got a hold of these devices, with uber celebrity gossip nerd and closet case Weston Esterhazy making his star party dreams come true, with a home movie featuring cutout heads stuck on spoons and put into bottles.
Wow, Bubbles, every single person at this party is famous.
Not exactly, Michael. I smell a nobody. Nobody alert.
What was that?
Nice to confirm you boys loved you.
The school assignment trope was popular in sitcom and cartoon back in the day.
On MTV's beloved Clone High, the clones of famous dead historical figures have a school film festival. Some of the clones try to make deep artistic films, while others play on more conventional setups. Abe Lincoln's clone, however, combines them with his beautiful story of the giraffe that wins the big football game and the woman's heart.
I love you.
He's going home.
I have your baby in me, giraffe.
What is that you say?
Usually it was to illustrate the danger of marriage and babies, but Daria even employed it once.
In another unprecedented move by a school with clearly too much money on their hands, Lawndale High loans students video equipment with hilarious results. Daria and Jane eventually settle on a documentary about Quinn, Daria's morbidly popular dullard sister, but almost make a series of interesting home movies in the process.
And then you open the window and say, life is a meaningless descent into the void. And on the way down you scream, now I understand everything.
Can you get rid of the window part and give me something funny to say?
No exit, my friend. It's just us, stuck in this room together forever and ever.
Hell is other people.
Where the real magic is found in the exploration of these episodes is not just the character revelations, but the showmanship of what a crappy home movie could be.
The Always Sunny in Philly crew have made several bad home movies, but the crowning achievement have been their fan sequels to the Lethal Weapon series.
Turns out someone tapped the tainted water supply.
Along with great film fail gags, the gang's blasé attitudes towards storytelling, race, and their own subconscious desires come to the surface, and Danny DeVito is a monster.
Just finish already.
You know that friend that forces you to watch their doofy videos? Besides me!
When I know a show is about to do a home movie episode, I get pretty juiced, so one can imagine how disappointed I was when The Office let us in on Michael Scott's ongoing spy film, Threat Level Midnight, and it was finally played out in its entirety.
Looks like there's gonna be a cleanup on aisle 5.
I'm a man.
While the casting seems funny enough, and there's a little hint of Michael's hostility at Toby on display, the execution is frankly not very bad enough, and it seems like the characters must have borrowed the mockumentary film crew's equipment, as this just looks too good. The script is just masturbatorily weak, and to me signaled that a new era where we can all make better home movies on our computers had truly begun.
And I bet you're wondering, why do I know so much about Michael Scott? Well, because I am Michael Scott.
If you're looking for the absolute perfect example of this trope, then look no further than this beautiful episode of Growing Pains.
On the 1990 episode of Growing Pains entitled Ben's Movie, youngest brother Ben is making a home video. It starts with an R rating, numerous credits for the filmmaker himself, and a brief mention of the other participants.
Well, honey, tell your husband Jason, it sure is a beautiful day for 1990, as being a typical American family.
Jason, honey, wasn't it gorgeous?
It's about a boy whose name no one can remember after a seemingly traumatic trip to an alligator farm as a baby.
Well, Maggie, speaking as your husband Jason, it sure has been a great Florida vacation, considering it's 1978 and we're a typical American family.
Hey, stop all the hammering. We're trying to make a movie here.
The baby alligator is so cute. We forgot baby Jim at the alligator farm.
His parents and friends keep forgetting him in the film, leaving Mike and Maggie to think he's overlooked at the Seaver house. The Growing Pains crew did a great job with this home movie parody episode, and I love the in-camera effects and bad signage everywhere.
Okay. Wait, when is Mike gonna get this stinking thing fixed? Well, let's just erase it and start over.
Don't erase it, we'll send it to America's Funniest Home Video.
Ben's Movie is a hilarious look at a bad home video. complete with multiple takes, mistakes, camera flubs, and effect fails. I saw this when I was 10 years old, and its goofy aesthetic has had a lasting effect on me. It really inspired me to make my own clunky home movies with pride. The home movies trope has all but been left behind in favor of better-looking new technology and techniques, but we fondly remember these dinky effects, such as on ABC's The Goldbergs, which often features VCR-made goodness.
And my dream is to go on a real spaceship. Look, here's one now.
The only trope that possibly tops TV characters making films meta-theoretically would be cartoon characters making animation.
I am making an animated cartoony picture, Ren.
As long as anyone can remember, people have been fascinated by pictures that move.
Life, class. That's what animation means. Movement.
Step 1. Design the characters. She's a girl.
Let's follow the story of the hospital, where Walt Disney and hard-boiled directors like
Cartoons have writers? Yeah, sort of.
After much trial and error,
the writer's ideas get translated to a storyboard.
Looks like a comic strip, Walter.
Do you mind if I take my shirt off?
This is the sound studio where your voice will be recorded for the film.
This script stinks!
yes, always.
Now I'm just a voice.
You see, Robin, you provide the voice, and the animator does the rest.
Who needs paper?
I know you've all been wondering where I get my incredible good looks.
I'm here live in Korea to give you a first-hand look at how American cartoons are made.
He big mean man whip us. We are slaves.
All those animation drawings you just saw get traced onto clear plastic sheets called cell.
Careful. Stay in the lines, babe. Don't want to lose anything.
No, I take it back!
Put them under the camera and click this shutter button once for each drawing.
Jesus Christ.
From there, the tapes are put in a magic closet where they will sit for 3 magical days. After this magical waiting period, the tapes are then put somewhere.
Animation sucks.
There's another deep inside you and inside the